What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Hope everybody's having a good time. Kind of make my voice sound deeper than what it really is. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Welcome back, G-Wave TV. Got a special guest with me. The man, the myth, the legend. Woo! Mr. Next Gen Nero, aka Mr. Aim Down Sights.
Hey, you know, back with another one. Next Gen Nero, your boy Dusty, the one and only, man. You know.
Yeah.
G-Wave TV, let's get it, man. Feeling
Hell
good,
yeah.
man. A lot of good news, man. But we got some stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But before we get into that, let everybody know, how are you feeling this week so far, sir? What have you been gaming on besides Starfield?
Man, I actually this week, man, I've been addicted to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, man. Like, so I figured out how to connect my play, like the Ubisoft Connect, because I put like 60 hours in on my PS4 before I got my Series X and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I end up doubling buying it because I funny thing with AC Valhalla, right? That was during a stage where I was watching a Vikings TV show. Like, I was watching a lot of Vikings stuff, and I told myself, I was like, yo, it would be so dope if Ubisoft or somebody made a Viking type game. And
yeah.
Ubisoft announced that Valhalla, and I was there day one. I actually think I pre-ordered it. People can feel how they want about Ubisoft games, but one thing you can't say is you're not gonna get your money's worth. There's a lot of game in them games. It's a lot of content.
They really do put a lot of effort.
Yeah, like, a lot of content, man, and that's actually well done. I think that's better than Assassin's Creed Valhalla is better than Horizon, Forbidden Dawn, and Forgettable West. You feel what I'm saying? That's my honest opinion, bro. I really think that is a better game. I think it's better than God of War, Ragnarok. That's just me, though. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. You know, I beat them games or played enough of them to say this opinion. You know what I'm saying? Horizon is garbage. That shit boring. But anyway, man, I connected my account, and when I clicked the save, it was like 61 hours. I was like, yes, this is definitely where I left off at. So I put another 10, 15 hours into it over this week, man, over the weekend. And I think I beat the main story, but thing is, I grabbed the expansion pass, man, for $9. So I got the 2 DLCs, the Siege of Paris, which I was also excited for, and the Druids ones. That's the thing about gaming, man. Like, some stuff don't be for some people, but when I seen it, even with the Siege of Paris, because like I said, I was watching the shows. When I watch certain things, right, I fall down rabbit holes. So I was watching the Viking rabbit holes about King Alfred and just like all type of Vikings raids and just stuff like that. So I was so intrigued, and the Siege of Paris is actually like a really important piece of when they was raiding. So I'm like, facts, nice. They get to add that in. So I've been playing that. Hellblade, of course, went through that. What else? You know me, man. I play a little bit of everything, bro. But I've been playing a little bit of X Defiant. Definitely the finals, the only true next gen shooter on the market. You know what I'm saying? UE5 banger right there. You feel me? If you playing X Defiant, you should also be playing the finals, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what
I need to get back into well, can't really say I've done much in the finals, but I need to get to it. Let's put it that way. So if our hours connect when it's not podcast day, let's squat up on the finals, because I need to learn, but I feel like I'm way behind.
Nah, listen, you're not, bro, because they added a mode where it's like, back in the day you had to get the money, you had to cash it and stuff like that. That's a pretty like team oriented mode. Like you can kind of play like not having to play team, just get the money. But the new mode they added is you just stay on the platform and it moves 2 directions, and when the time is up, whichever team sat on it the longest, won. And they got the different builds with stuff like the light build, the heavy and medium. Each got strengths and weaknesses. So that's pretty dope, man. And like I said, man, UE5.
Yeah. Infinite Umbra 5. Yeah.
Straight banger.
Man, so what have I been playing? I didn't even think. I went back to Multiverses, and I saw you did too.
Oh, yes, sir.
Bro, I forgot how much I love this game.
Definitely.
I love Multiverses. It is such a fun game. Oh my god. What character do you main?
I love Batman. See, I got some thoughts on Multiverse.
I'm Scooby.
I want y'all to know I'm gaming as well, guys. While I'm doing this, listen, I might that's a good game to hop into. You know what I mean? But listen, I'm a Batman guy, right? But my thing is this: like, I get that it was in a beta and stuff, but what's up with the characters back in rotation? I was pretty sure I owned Batman or something like that.
So when the game was in beta or alpha, beta, and all of the testings and whatnot that they were doing, because you've had the game on PC, right, on Steam?
Nah, I'm straight like Xbox.
Okay, cool. So I've had it on PC, and from what I remember, there was something in one of the notes that said that everything would be reset upon the 1.0 release or somewhere around that. I can't confirm that. I'd have to go back and check, but I feel like I read something that said that. So everything was just pretty much a play test until the actual 1.0 release and whatnot. But it seems like the way you can earn different characters seems to be legit. I have to take a look again. I think so. Yeah. I think you just have to progress through the battle pass.
Okay. Do you gotta own the battle pass though? Is the question.
No, I don't think you have to. There's like free. I think might be free. If I'm not I really gotta load the game, but if I do that right now, my OBS is gonna shit on itself. And I have let me switch windows real quick because I have Ghost of Tsushima playing in the background. This gameplay is provided by I forget.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Hey man. Hold on a second. Gamer's Little Playground. There we go. So
Shadow is gonna be the better game, man. I'm calling that now.
Yeah, I would have provided said gameplay. However, I don't own it on PC yet, and my 3060 could not do what we are witnessing. So nobody judge me. Anyway, shout out to Gamer's Little Underground Project. Let me get that straight because that's fucked up. Right. Oh, Gamer's Little Playground. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for providing the YouTube footage. So, yeah, Multiverses has been fun, and It's interesting because I started to find out I'm actually kind of good.
Okay. Yo, man, listen, we gotta make something happen, bro.
I'm
We
down.
gotta get some X Defiant together, bro. Like I don't look if I can stay up this late and make sure I come to the homie pod. We on different coasts, man. Shout out to my West Coast brother. You know what I'm saying? Biggie
Yeah.
better than pop thing going on over here. You know, personally, my person. I'm just playing. Nah, we definitely got to get in there, man. Because not a, people seem like they don't really like multiverses. You know, like I know different games for like different people and stuff though, you know, like
I,
me right now. I
I
wasn't the biggest fan of X Defiant. You know, I talked about it, I said what I said, and you know, I critiqued it, but I'm still playing and enjoying it. Sometimes the games grow on people, but I do got high hopes for multiverses, man. I really hope it can succeed. So let me ask you something. How do
yeah.
you feel about the UE5 port? Because you know they changed engines and everything like that.
UE5 port of Multiverses?
Yeah, it wasn't UE5 before this. I think it was maybe was a UE4, but they that's why I got, you know,
I
when
have
it
to
went out of date for a while. They like how you said they rehauled the game and everything. They
Yeah.
rehauled the engine as well.
Oh, I didn't even know that part. That's news to me. I was so out of the blue with Multiverses, and then I saw you playing again, and I heard there was a 1.0 update came, and I was like, okay, let me go try it again. But wow, okay. I mean,
Yes,
the
sir.
game looks great, you know. And
Sure.
what I was
I
gonna,
thought it looked good before too. Not to cut
yeah,
you off.
no, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I always thought it was a good looking game. Personally, me.
Same.
But when I heard that they took it away, and you know, a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's not gonna come back." You know, even my homies would troll me here and there. But they made an announcement that they was porting it over to UE5. I'm gonna see if I can find a specific thing and definitely shoot that to you. But
Thank you.
I'm 90% sure. I'm gonna look into that right now because I don't want to just be saying things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
let me know. I mean, if that's the case, that's really awesome. I mean, but if not, the game does look great. And what I was gonna say earlier was, you know, I haven't owned a Nintendo system in years. I do not have a Switch. And I mean, would I like one? Yeah, sure. But I don't. It's not something like I'm like, oh my god, I need to have one. And because of that, why was I going to Switch? Totally blanked out. Why did I even mention that?
I got it.
Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Adidas 20. Salute back to you, good sir or ma'am.
Hey, Adidas.
I'm assuming that's a sir. Okay, cool. Adidas 20. Much love to you.
Hey, look, whatever, my homie.
It's what up, homie? But that's what I was gonna say. So the reason why I brought up the Switch is because I always wanted to go back and play Super Smash Bros, right? But I just never had it wasn't enough for me to want to buy a Switch. It was like, yeah, I would love to play the game, but not like I need to play the game. And then Brawlhalla came out on Steam, and I was like, oh, this is cool. This is like Super Smash Bros, but it's its own characters. Maybe in the future they'll get some like DLC packs with different like brands or companies, which they eventually did. I think Ninja Turtles and Street Fighter did something with them.
Okay.
But it was a fun game. But the problem that I had with Brawlhalla is it wasn't with the characters that they offered you at first. It wasn't relatable. You know what I mean? And that's why people love Super Smash Bros. Is because you're playing as all the characters you've loved from these different franchises. You know, so when Multiverses came out, I was like, okay, now I'm excited. There's another game, another Smash Bros. Type game, but it's with a bunch of WB characters.
I wasn't too big of a fan of Brawlhalla for that exact reason you said.
Yeah,
I've been playing Sir Rollin. You know what I'm saying? Like just
yeah, it was weird at first. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just not relatable. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah,
this is way better. I like beating people up with Batman. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here. You know what I mean? That's like you asked earlier. That's my guy, Batman. Like I played a bit of everybody. I felt like Superman was pretty cheesy with certain things back then. Like I don't know if they like reworked the characters as well, you know.
Yeah.
But I felt like he was kind of on the cheesy side personally. Batman, I felt like Batman was underused. He wasn't the best. I played him a lot, but he definitely wasn't. It was definitely better options out there.
So you want to know what character? So I use Shaggy, right? I said Scooby earlier, but I use Shaggy, and and I love Shaggy because he's just great in offense. But I ended up getting was it Jason? That dude, when you be pressing Y, bro, his ability to just like teleport around you. So I discovered something. Not only does he teleport around you like on the other side so you can get an advantage, if you use that ability right next to someone, it actually hits them. So you can be launching fools left and right, but you got to be like right next to them for that to work. Man, I was winning a few games with that. I was like, this is cheating. This feels like cheating, but I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm Reese. Nobody's saying what is better or what is not. It's not about.
My God. Hold up, man. Hold up, Reese, that's my guy, man. Reese. Hey, man. Yo, what do you say?
Cheers, brother. Like, nobody's saying about which game is better. It's just nice.
What you saying? That Multiverse is better than Brawlhalla? It definitely is. I'm saying that.
I think what he's saying is Multiverse is not better than Smash Bros. And I wasn't saying that.
Oh,
So to Reese, what I'm saying is, it's nice to have another Smash Bros. Game, but now the characters are relatable. Like, I wasn't into Brawlhalla as a replacement to Smash Bros. Because they weren't relatable. I love Multiverses because it's WB characters I grew up with, and it's relatable. It's not about which game is better. I'll always love Smash Bros. That's the original, right? I mean, come on. But at the same time, because I don't have a Nintendo system and I don't really care to emulate games right now, which I could, I just don't care to do it right now, I enjoy Multiverses. And when I went back, I think it was last night or today, I was like, oh my god, I really forgot how much fun this game is. This game is amazing. Let me go to the chat real quick. Let me say hi to everybody. Sorry, everybody. We got Punty050 in the chat, Xbox Reforged, Silent Cypher, RSJ Fan, I am Reese. Let's see. Man, yeah, and anybody else who is hidden behind the background. So, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to share the stream out. And as I always say, whether you're catching the replay or you're catching the live, you know the vibe. Hit subscribe, give a like, and let's keep this show going, shall we?
I've definitely been playing Diablo as well.
Yeah.
4. I was gonna say, what a banger ass Xbox first party. And yeah, what's up to the chat? What's up to everybody that was named? Welcome. But yeah, what a banger first
Shout out
party
to Adidas.
That is right there. Hey, big Adidas, you know what I'm saying? Listen, what a banger that is right there. You know, all this COD talk, I get it, but COD should be the least of people worries right there, bro. That ain't the only.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
We get to that, yeah.
Should we get into the first topic?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I had no segue for this. So it was announced at the last second, which, to be honest with you, I thought there was a Sony showcase of some sorts coming towards the end of this month. I thought it was supposed to be on the 24th. I know that might have been an awkward day, but I thought that's what I saw. So this news to me was not very surprising. I was just like, oh, they are doing it. Cool. Nice. What I saw and heard was true. Cool. But Sony PlayStation is having a state of play tomorrow, I believe, on the 30th of May, and they have announced that there are 14 titles being announced. We're going to get into that in a second on some speculation, what we think might be coming. I'm not going to lie to all of you. I have no idea what might be coming. The only thing I'm really kind of looking forward to is why I have Ghost of Tsushima playing in the background. I would love an announcement for a GOT 2. So there you go. That's my answer. But what I decided to...
Why do you need that when you have Assassin's Creed Shadows coming, which is going to be the game?
Well, because for me, good sir, the more the merrier. You know what I mean? Like I love Ghost of Tsushima. I'm excited for Shadows.
People was saying, "Oh, we got Ghost. We don't need."
Yeah, that's Shadows. That narrative is so weird.
Why do you only want one great samurai game? I love.
Yeah, that's so strange to me. I don't
get that.
Definitely
one of my favorite games of last generation. Period. Right. Amazing game. I don't understand why it's not a 2 by now. Did they announce it yet? I'm pretty sure they did. Right? They announced that it was, or maybe it was in some leaks. But
announce what?
Ghost of Tsushima 2, has that been
No,
announced yet?
no, the hope, because I don't, as far as I know, there's no rumor or speculation about anything
Yeah.
behind it. But the hope from some people, including myself in the community, whether you're blue or green or red, it doesn't matter. Or if you're yellow for a Pokemon, doesn't matter. But the point is, we would all like to see some sort of news on Ghost of Tsushima 2. You know,
Definitely.
like, just say it's in production. I don't care if if it's coming next gen. I would kind of love that, to be honest with you. That would be, if Sony could change their ways within the next however many years, then
Well,
I might buy the
but
next console.
but the PS5 hasn't been utilized yet though, and that's my thing. Like,
PS5
and you
handheld?
see that, no, the PS5 in general, it hasn't been utilized. Right. Like, listen, look, this is my thing. This is my thing, right? This is why I'm so happy I didn't buy a PS5 yet. The way the PS4 is still being made games for and being supported, I'm gonna get a PS5 Pro since I rated this long, and I'm gonna be set. All those next gen PS6 games is gonna be running on the PS5, and that console will finally get taken advantage of because now the PS6 is out. Like, what people is doing right now with the PS4. See, I just couldn't do it with them last gen consoles, them Jaguar CPU ass consoles. Yo, you a peasant. Yo, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. 48% of PlayStation base is still on fucking PC. I mean, a PS4. What's wrong with y'all, bro?
I mean,
When the Series
well,
S
my
is
thing is, what's
up
wrong with
there,
the ponies claiming this and this and that when not even realizing their own community? Because I have nothing wrong with gamers being on past gen, and I'm sure you don't
I
too.
mean,
It's just the fact that the ponies are like yelling out loud, like, "This is what we do." Like, no, this is only what you do, not everyone.
let me clarify that. Let me clarify that. I don't have problems with people being on the PS4 that can't afford to not be over here. Let me state that, right.
Yeah,
But the reason I do, right, is because even if you're on the PS4, bro, you can, bro, the Series S is $299, bro. Like, to
man.
get in on next gen gaming, I'm sorry, but if you're on the PS4 in 2024, I can't. You got to be like a casual gamer. But even if you're a casual gamer, why would you still be wanting to play last gen
Well,
2K, last gen
the
Madden? You know what I'm saying?
the
Xbox One and PS4 2Ks and Madden.
a
Like,
common issue I find with your regular PlayStation gamers, not your diehards, but like your average everyday PlayStation gamer, a lot of them are not comfortable with using an Xbox controller. So if there was a way, I mean, because we potentially have like Steam and Epic coming to the consoles, if there is a way to allow pass through for PlayStation controllers on an Xbox console, like you would on a PC,
Yeah.
use whatever controller you want, like that would actually be kind of wild. I don't know, I don't see that ever happening, but that would,
closer than ever to the style of to the Xbox controller. Like, I think
yeah,
the controller was a huge step up, but I'm like, now it's not really too far off besides the analogs.
yeah, true, yeah. So I mean, you know, but
Now, you see what I'm saying? With the DualShock 4, that's different. That design was, very small, very compact, kind of
yeah,
Xbox One controller. But now with this gen, I'm like, it's kind of closer than ever,
yeah,
low key.
yeah. Play
And
where you can, you know, but don't be so gung ho just to be one side. Like I said, I would gladly
not only look, to see some of my beef. I'm sorry, and I don't want to
No,
go
you're
into
good.
this because I don't want to seem like I'm just anti and I'm just trying to shit on people.
No,
But
not you. Like, I'm just saying in general, like for me, because I hate PlayStation. So until they shape up,
yeah,
I'm never gonna
oh
buy
no,
something.
definitely. I'm as far as the last gen thing, right? I feel like, and this is why I say like they peasants and Sony is peasants too. Like, Xbox been stopped manufacturing Xbox Ones, which is genius because if you're an Xbox fan, there's no reason why you should be on an Xbox One. Like, if you consider yourself a real gamer, like if you want to come debate games with me and stuff like that, and you're on Xbox One, because Xbox make it so fucking affordable. You can take your Xbox One right now, go to
And trade it
GameStop,
in,
and get a Series S for like right under $200,
maybe
and
even more, depending,
right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you can walk out of there with a Series S for
or
next
less.
to
I
nothing,
mean,
you know. And if you got two last gen consoles, you can walk out of there with a PS5 or a Series X, only spending 200, 300. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
or you could do what I did, where a few years, I think it was 2 years after the 1S came out, and ended up dropping down all the way to 189 during Black Friday. I
definitely.
would not be surprised if the Series S would do the same, either this Black Friday or next Black Friday. But I wouldn't be surprised if it would happen this Black Friday, just because when the 1S did it, it was only 2 years after, and It was, so for the series, and that was retailed the same price, was it not?
But see, that's my thing. We need some permanent price drops. Like people keep
Yeah.
talking about console sales is down. You need a permanent price drop. Like I'm sorry, but I'm at the point where I think the Series X. I'm sorry, and this is going to be a big loss. But if you know your next gen console is coming in 2026, then you just need to start at this point. Just start clearing inventory, selling them
Yeah.
shits from little to nothing. Just sell 350 and 250.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 250 or three. Even I mean, if you want to start. I don't know. I just think you should start throwing things like hotcakes. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Well,
only because you don't plan on being in this generation much longer. If the rumors is true about the next generation Xbox coming in 2026, start giving these away. You feel what I'm saying? Like start.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to drop that price, and your next console specs is gonna speak for itself. The beautiful Sarah Bonds, that beautiful queen, said that it's gonna be the biggest technical leap in console history. So we shall see.
So, as far as the state of play goes, on X, Mr. Pio1 posted a tweet stating some of his predictions for the state of play in May 2024, which takes place tomorrow. And I wanted to get your take on these predictions as well as what you think might happen for the show, Mr. Nero.
Okay, so okay, you gonna read them to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it to you.
Okay.
It's Mr. Pio1, PYO1 on X. And his predictions were new Astrobot game, GTA 6 #2 trailer. I wouldn't be surprised.
Come on, what? There?
I wouldn't say they have. I mean, if they could do it, do they have control of marketing? Who knows? I don't know. But
like, okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean that. You ain't even get through 2 freaking games in the list, and I'm already like, hold up. Like, GTA 6 don't need a fucking state of play. It's a state of play. This is GTA 6 we're talking about. Why do a state of play when you can just drop another trailer on your YouTube channel? It's the most watched. I'm sorry, I get the marketing shit do exist and some, but if I'm Rockstar, we are our marketing.
If I was Rockstar, I wouldn't do state of play. I would do the Xbox showcase.
Exactly, the showcase, bro.
So,
but my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Kingdom Hearts 4 release date trailer. That's random. I haven't heard anything about that, but that would be kind of nice. Persona 6 tease, Wolverine gameplay, Spider-Man 2 DLC.
Yo, these ponies is fucking delusional, bro. These yo, I'm sorry.
I don't know if he's a pony. It's just his post got like a lot of good traffic. So I know. I mean, it could just be his speculation, but he could be a great guy. You never know.
Okay. No, shout out to Mr. Pyro though. Shout out to Mr. Pyro though. Look, I'm not trying to. I'm just like, yo, this list is a showcase list. That's the only reason I'm like, yo, and that's my beef. Yo, I don't see
it either. Yeah,
it's nothing personal to him. Don't get me wrong. I don't know the guy. He's probably
because isn't State of Play kind of like half indie, half current?
That's
what's ever coming?
Hey, he done named all them titles, but half of the titles.
It gets
30 minutes.
It gets better. It gets better. So after
30 minutes, did they confirm, or is it longer?
It's 30 minutes. So this is a lot. This is a lot. But I mean, if it's 30 minutes, like that's why I'm like, but it's a state of play. It's not not a PlayStation showcase. Right. Like, and if it was a PlayStation showcase, I feel like it would be at least 45 minutes. I don't know, but that's just me. After Wolverine gameplay, it says Spider-Man 2 DLC trailer, Ghost of Tsushima 2 trailer, and 2024 date. And yes, that is something I am wishing for, just because it's been forever. So at least say that much. Final Fantasy VII Part 3 teaser. That's plausible, but I don't know with everything going on with Square Enix right now, but I don't know. New God of War trailer. What? I thought God of War was done. I thought God of War was done after 2 and the DLC. What do you mean new God of War trailer? Am I missing something?
I guess he's talking about maybe the new, like a new one, like.
But I thought in this current incarnation, it was only the 2 games in the DLC.
I guess that's what he's saying. Like it's gonna be a new, like because they moving on from. So he thinking a new God of War.
So it might be. Oh, okay. Well.
And what I want you to do, I want you to go back through this list a second time, one by one.
I will.
I'm gonna tell you exactly why you're not gonna see that.
I will. RE9 trailer, Naughty Dog new IP, Final Fantasy 17, Spider-Man 3 trailer, Horizon remake. So let's go through each of them one by one. New Astrobot game.
Yes,
possible.
Will see that. You will see that. You will see that.
GTA 6 number 2 trailer.
Fuck no. Like that. I'm sorry, Mr. Pyro. Like, this is no disrespect, bro. But that's like, come on, bro. That's not gonna. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That's not,
What's good, Game Tech Planet? Good to see you, bro.
GTA has the most. GTA has the most watched trailer ever in gaming and movies combined, bro.
Yeah.
That trailer. You don't need a showcase. I'm sorry, but GTA 6 is bigger than any showcase or stage.
Yeah.
Like that game is catastrophic. I'm sorry, but even with the marketing, like I'm like, yo, we don't need y'all. Like that's coffee money to give to the employees. Like that's nothing.
I feel like
right
they would
there.
wait till Jeff Keighley's.
Yeah, that would make more sense on a bigger stage. But like I said, this is a state of play. So no on the GTA, yes on the Astrobot. What was the next one?
Kingdom Hearts 4 release date trailer. Possible.
I say possible. That's a realistic ask. Now, is it a realistic that you're gonna get that at a state of play? I would say no, but I mean, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Persona 6 tease.
Tease? I say possible. Definitely possible.
Okay.
Let me put some respect on these state of plays names, bro. You know, first of all, I'm just saying, like, some of the things that were said in this list was wild for a state of play, but that's possible.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's possible.
Wolverine gameplay, which I am kind of the minority that I don't think it's going to happen, but they kind of should say something.
I don't think that's gonna happen because it's not coming this year.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna show some real crispy gameplay that look like it's ready to come this holiday season,
or show some behind the scenes. Like, I don't know, like, give us a deep dive, but not for like 5 seconds, you know.
Nah, I think it's definitely gonna be something Wolverine related, but I don't think it's gonna be like in-game gameplay. Like,
it would be smart because you have Deadpool and Wolverine coming out in July.
Oh yeah, well, yeah,
it would be so smart of them to do something. Like, I don't know.
But then wouldn't that just make this year look even worse? You know,
no, because they've already announced it as coming later, you know.
Yeah.
And it just gives us not us, but it gives the gaming community, you know, something to look forward to. Because if it's one thing that people always ask for when it comes to PlayStation right now in the last like 2 to 3 years is, where is the freaking roadmap?
Right.
You know,
well,
so
I guess that's my thing, right? If Wolverine, right, is not coming this year, I don't think you show it this early then in this year. You know, it's gonna be it's gonna be
timing wise, yeah.
You know, it's gonna be a fall state of play.
It would be better to show it at Keighley's.
Definitely for something that big. But I say possible as well on that. I'll be fair.
Okay. Spider-Man 2 DLC trailer.
Man, y'all fans is just like Sony. Y'all trying to work Insomniac like slaves over there. Can they get a break?
Or can they make something else?
Can they make something else?
Fuck. Can they make an Iron Man game? Can they make a?
Can they show me something else?
Man,
that's what I'm trying to ask as a fan. Like,
I was gonna say Black Panther, but we're already getting one.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
I mean, I'm more excited for the Rocksteady. I don't know if that's a topic, but we should definitely touch on that later.
Okay.
But I don't want to get too off track. But no, nothing from Insomniac. I think they're about to go quiet until you do. Because isn't they doing Wolverine too? You want to see Wolverine and Spider-Man DLC? Like,
that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot to ask for. They've been. I get it. Like, they've been carrying PlayStation. That's pretty much all y'all got. Insomniac. You feel what I'm saying? But geez, Louise.
Like, breathe, you know? Ghost of Tsushima 2 trailer in 2024 date. Yes. Well, I'm hoping, not yes. I try to go in with no expectancies. I try.
I would say yes, that's possible, but if I'm Sony, I let Shadows come out and have its glory before I.
Yeah, but Sony's petty like that, though.
They are petty. I mean, people like me, I think Shadow's gonna be the better game.
Because the thing is, they don't even need to show anything. They just need to say Ghost of Tsushima 2 and just to fade to black, and that's it. Yeah. And like everybody will just cream themselves.
I think that's what a lot of what we're about to see a lot of. Real things like that. Like everything he named, we might see, but if we do see it, it's gonna be short. Like I said, this is 30 minutes.
I feel like this is because it's just gonna be back to back to back, right?
Yep. And then you gotta realize there's a lot of VR games that's gonna be in there. There's a lot of indie games Ponies is not gonna care about. I'm gonna be watching the state of play because I love the little indie smaller titles. Stuff
same
over here right away. Kenner, Bridge of Spirits, those type of games. Like I love a Cocoon, a Death's Door, a Tunic. I love those type of games, man. Those games is very needed. The Ascent. So I'm always watching the state of plays, even as an Xbox fan for that. You feel me? But
let's see. Final Fantasy VII Part 3 teaser. I don't know.
How many damn teasers you need? Didn't they just already tease it? Like, it's a lot of teasers.
I'm really over that. Like,
see, this is why I'm over Sony and PlayStation and Ponies as a whole, bro. I'm sorry because y'all motherfuckers is happy for teasers. We out here getting full fucking gameplay and UE5 masterpieces with Hellblade and shit in Game Pass. And y'all over here crossing y'all fucking fingers for teasers. You feel what I'm saying? Teasers are shit that's about to be on Xbox. Y'all ain't heard about Square Enix. You might want to stop pretending like y'all so supportive for them. I'm not saying Pyro specifically, but I'm saying the Ponies in general. Like, hey, them shit's coming right over here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey.
New God of War trailer. I don't think so.
No, not at all.
I think you save a big ass announcement like that for a bigger showcase.
Definitely. I say no on that as well.
RE9 trailer.
Oh man, that's like
a 25%, 75%. Like, yes, I don't. That's very, or not even that. Like 10%, yes, 90%.
Yeah,
no.
I don't. Yeah,
not at this.
No, I think they'll show the Resident Evil 0 and Veronica remakes before they show Resident Evil.
If they did, that would be an announcement that would make the show or help make the show. You know what I mean? So us thinking that this isn't going to happen, if they did, that would actually be.
My thing is this though, right? For those big ass games like that, why would you announce it at a state of play? And that's what
I have a theory.
Bigger stages now. You know what I'm saying?
I have a theory, and I wanted your opinion on this.
Definitely, go for it.
Is Sony's showcases turning into the state of play? Are the state of play showcases becoming the showcase? Meaning, this is the first one of the new version of a Sony showcase, and instead of having two different showcases, you just start doing state of plays. I could be wrong. Wild ass speculation. Yes, I know. It's just.
But my thing is, even with the showcases when they was doing it, they was still having state of plays.
Exactly.
Even on the years they did they showcase, they were still having state of play. So I don't know, like maybe a bigger budget state of play, if you will, like maybe bring them bigger bangers and shit. Because this is my problem is why I'm so conflicted on it. State of plays be hit or miss, right?
Yes, sometimes and I have a point to this.
Like, that was 30 minutes of bullshit. They could have just put this in a vlog or something like that. And then there's other times where you get those bigger games that you might be surprised to see, and you're like, oh, okay, the Final Fantasy 16s and stuff like that, and you'd be like, whoa, that state of play was fire. So it's just so hard to really judge and say like for sure. But I don't have too much like high hope in the state of plays,
Exactly. And
for Sony perspective. Now when it comes to like little third party cool shit, yeah, you'll see he might be onto something. You might get Resident Evil Veronica remake announcement before you see a Ghost of Tsushima announcement. I got faith in everybody but Sony at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to their first parties and stuff like that, if it's not Insomniac, I'm not really too intrigued.
So the only thing that would kill this idea is if when they come with the state of play, it's just your normal average state of play that it always is. The first thing I'm going to think to myself is, when is the Sony showcase? Yep. And when are we going to hear anything substantial about this brand? Not taking away from a state of play, because I do enjoy indie games and the little things and all that stuff and whatnot, because you got indie games that end up being bigger than AAA games. So it's like I have nothing against that. It's just we've all seen how these state of plays have gone, especially over the last couple of years. So if it ends up being the same old kind of state of play, then it's like, Sony, what are we doing? You know, like, where's the showcase? Is there a showcase coming? Are you doing it later in the summer?
If this is not a banger ass showcase, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So.
Exactly. And that's why I asked that question. So we'll find out tomorrow, right? And if this state of play ends up having certain announcements that we're not thinking that will be there, which, you know, it's not like we're completely wrong for having that opinion based off of past state of plays. That's why we have them. But the point is that if we end up being surprised, then I think maybe the Sony state of play is now the Sony PlayStation Showcase. If we see these some of these kinds of bigger announcements than we usually see on a state of play, because obviously,
like,
go ahead.
If that's the case, just do a showcase, bro. Like, if you gonna make it like that, Dusty, why not just add another 15 minutes onto it?
Okay, Reese.
Like, you know, do like something like a deep dive. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Reese said they said, I want your opinion on this because I was reading this right now. They said no major first party till next year, maybe a showcase in the fall. I don't know. That's kind of a good point.
Yeah, they did say that.
That is a good point.
That is That's what I mean. Like, no disrespect to Pyro, but people like him set the fan base up for disappointment. You know, you put these type of tweets out because you said it was getting traction on Twitter. You know, a lot of people will see these tweets and now they go into them and don't get half of what they seen in these tweets, right? And now you got them shitting on the games that was shown, the cool little indies or the cool little smaller dev teams and stuff that, you know, deserve to be highlighted. Like, you know, I always appreciate that. Like I said, Dusty, we're gamers, so we can appreciate the smaller game. Like, there's some people that's, you know, sad.
I want replaced.
Yeah. I don't know if you played a game called damn, Reese, please help me out, Reese, if you listening, bro. Still.
Shout out to brother Reese.
I got it. Contrast. That's by Compulsion. That is a very dope game. Like, if a Contrast 2 got announced, I'm psyched. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, a lot of people might be like, what the hell is this? But that was a dope game. Dusty, I recommend you check that out. I believe it's in Gamepass, yo. But that's a beautiful game, man. So knowing they work and stuff, that's why I'm super excited for a South at Midnight. But you do have a lot of gamers who won't play the things like you know, Kenner, Britain, like just the smaller games. They are very important, yo. They very important.
And I can't wait for 33 Immortals.
Definitely, yo. Did you play the little Nightmares games?
Yes. No. Wait. I'd have to look at it. My mind is blanking right now.
Little Nightmares 3, I believe, is coming.
Oh, those games.
Yes.
I want to. I can't remember if I started the first one. I don't think so. I think I was happy to have them because I wanted to check them out. I just don't think I ever did.
You like me, I've owned them for years, bro, and I just beat the first one. Reese is gonna talk shit because I played them in reverse. I beat 2, and then I beat 1. Man, yo, when I tell you,
I did that with Call of Duty. Campaign of Modern Warfare 2, because I was just super hyped, because it was around the announcement of Activision and Microsoft.
Right.
And so I ended up playing that campaign, went back and did 1, and then went back and I think I did Cold War. I ended up doing Cold War. I started Infinite Warfare.
Had a campaign? Like, which ones don't got a campaign? Because I'm gonna be honest. I gotta come on. If I'm free that Wednesday after that Sunday showcase, I gotta come through.
Yeah, definitely.
I gotta come back through because that's the most thing I'm most excited for. Like, honestly, is playing those campaigns. I've always been, when it comes to Halo, Gears, is, you know, as good as I am in the multiplayer, I've always been majority. Like, I love the campaigns.
I really need to finish Infinite Warfare. I really need to finish.
I liked it. I liked it, Vanguard, yo.
Yeah, you might be in the minority about that, but you're not the only one who said that. Yeah.
But you know why? Because I'm in the minority about it because I'm not one of them dudes that buy every Call of Duty.
That's true.
So Vanguard was the first Call of Duty I bought since Black Ops 2.
Damn.
So yeah, for me, it was pretty fun. Like, yo, I stopped buying those, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm not about to be buying these every.
I bought Black Ops 4 because I wanted to test Blackout because that was the first ever Warzone. And fun fact, if you go back to Black Ops 4, because there was that surge of people playing older COD games and everything, if you go back to Black Ops 4, you can still play Blackout. And God, do I miss Blackout from Black Ops 4. It is so different from Warzone. It just feels good for what it was. I think it was a good tester for the series, in my opinion. I don't know.
I'm excited. Yo, Reese not gonna revive me is sick, bro.
No. Sorry. New Naughty Dog, new IP. I already know how you feel about this. Hell no. Right?
No, like what? Keep the list. There's more to the list. That's crazy. That's a dreamy ass. Yo.
Final Fantasy 17.
Oh, like 17? Yo, Dusty, you trolling me, bro. No way that's a
tweet, bro. I'm telling you, this is the tweet. Spider-Man Spider-Man 3 trailer. Spider-Man 3 trailer. Your thoughts?
Spider-Man. So, wait, bruh, you say he got Spider-Man 2 and he got Spider-Man 2 DLC?
Oh, what was it? Yeah, Spider-Man 2 DLC trailer, and then Spider-Man 3 trailer. Along with Ghost of Tsushima 2 trailer, along with GTA 6 number 2 trailer, along with new God of War trailer, RE9 trailer, new Naughty Dog IP, and Final Fantasy 17.
Yo, that's engagement farming at its best. Did you like the tweet or something? Because I need to see that tweet. I need to.
Let me see if I can send it to you right now.
I'm sorry, bro. I legit cannot. I'm in disbelief right now, bro.
I'm laughing at. I'm legit laughing at you because you're funny. I said I DM'd it to you.
Right now, you don't understand how much of disbelief I'm in right now, bro.
It's cracking me up. I love it. But I mean, shout out to
this guy.
Yeah, is he a pony?
Yo, he's a fucking pony to the core.
Hi, I'm glad I brought this up.
Listen, Pyro, dude, he's a fucking clown, bro. Bro, this shit is not happening, bro. You're fucking delusional, bro.
I didn't know who he was. I was like, who's Mr. Pio when he's got like almost 3K likes on this?
Because look at, he's a pony. They're thirsty. They're gonna believe anything. If I switch up and become a pony overnight, you too, Dusty, and we become fake ass insiders and say GTA 6 is gonna be shown at a fucking state of play. A state of play.
I mean,
bro,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of these bills are hurting. I'm just kidding. I will never do that. I will never sell myself to the Blue Devil. Sorry.
Look, I don't know. If that money right.
Hey, well, yeah. I mean, if that money right.
You know what I mean? That money right. We taking flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Stupid.
Yo, I'm sorry. That's.
Oh, and to cap it all off, that's not even the icing to the cake. To cap it all off, Horizon Remake. Now, this one, out of everything listed here, I do actually believe could happen because of Sony's track record.
Right.
Do we need a freaking remake? No. Does anybody care for it? No. Who gives a shit? Well, maybe the ponies do because they need something to compete against Hellblade 2, which is not going to happen. Sorry. Like, you need literally their technology to even match what they're doing in that game. Sorry. Not going to happen.
This dude thinks Sony is about to tease. Insomniac is going to tease 3 games in 1 month. Like, come on, bro. When they can only make more than any franchise in 6-7 years, like what is he doing here?
If they did any of this, even half of this list, I would see ponies having a field day. I would be like, oh damn, and get excited. I'd be like, this is wow, this is not the state of play I thought was gonna happen. Oh shit. But we would never hear the end or see the end of it on X. Oh my god. Xbox Showcase is gonna be whack. You be getting this.
But that's what it's a damn good thing that shit had never happened.
Man,
this list had never happened. Even in his dreams, that shit wouldn't be it wouldn't happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is his most intoxicated dreams and illusions, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Well, good to know. Mr. Pio 1 is a pony.
He's definitely a pony, man. And what I say is, like, I don't have a problem with him being a pony, but them big accounts like that, whenever negative Xbox news come out, they'll pretend like they sad. And I really hope Xbox guys support, because he was one of them. I really hope Xbox fans support Hellblade 2 because
Yeah.
we don't want Tango to close. Like everybody tried to rag on Xbox because of Tango. Like I'm sorry, sometimes shit happens. Like everybody's not gonna make it. Like
Yeah.
in this economy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm an adult and I understand that. You know, I know a lot of people don't for whatever reason. They might want to just choose not to act like they understand, but you know, that's the reality, man.
So with all of those very accurate predictions being stated,
Very accurate.
Mr. Nero, sir, what do you actually think is going to happen at the showcase? What now, briefly for me, what I think is going to happen is we're going to get some PSVR 2 announcements,
A lot of those
price deals, because I heard some like prices have been dropped, and we're going to get, you know, a good amount of indie games. I think we're going to get like reminders of games that were on the way. Other than that, I really don't know what to expect. And like, I mean, even though, yes, I always say I try to go into all of these shows not expecting anything at all. But if I'm going to answer this question, right, then I have to put some expectancy. I really don't know. Like, these state of plays, I really never know what to expect. I'm always hoping that Sony will do X, Y, and Z. But I'm not expecting that. So when it doesn't happen, I don't get disappointed. I just want to make sure that like what's getting announced is like I can look at it in two ways. Was the show good for me?
Right.
Or was the show good overall for all gamers? Because the one thing I can't stand when watching an Xbox showcase is like, especially in the chat, what the hell is this? What the hell it is? Snooze,
Right.
move on, next, blah, blah, blah. This is bullshit. Oh my God,
right.
can we move on? They're talking too much. Guys, shut up.
And
Like,
that's the 2K Madden and Fortnite crew.
Man,
right,
it's just like, yo, and even, but not even just in their own personal stream when they're doing these showcases. It's like even in like other people's streams, like Boom and all of them, which I love those people, you know. But you get people in the chats doing that shit, and I'm like, guys, shut up. Like, not all of these games are meant to be just for you. Like, can we please remind ourselves that they're trying to market to every gamer watching this show right now? Whether you're an adult, a child, or you're now, you know, much, much older than that, or maybe much younger than that, and your parents are introducing gaming to you for the first time through whatever said game. Like, I don't know. But whatever it is, it really bothers the shit out of me when we look at a showcase and it's like, why are they announcing these games? Because you're not the only fucking gamer.
Right.
Sorry, like you're not the only fucking gamer. These showcases is not just for you. It's for all of us. So when I look at a state of play, have I been disappointed in the past? Oh, hell yeah. Because I'm also not trying to think about it for myself, but for other gamers as well. Like there are games that have been announced and I think about, you know, my daughters and I'm like, oh, they might like this game. It's not for me, but they might like this game. You know, but then you have people right after that comment saying stupid shit like, why the fuck are they even announcing this? Because it's for the kids, bro. Definitely. We just had our moment when they announced
some really dope games, and it's sad because those same people, if they actually sat down and played some of those very same games they say that ignorant shit about in the comments, they'll be like, yo, that's why so many people think gaming is in a bad state.
That's why I love Boom, because he will try these games that people just randomly talk shit about. And like, why are these even being announced? And Boom will look at it and be like, it might not be for me, but you know, like you know how Boom is. But then like days later, he'll be like, you know, I ended up trying it. Like, I was surprised. And it's like, that's why I trust his opinion versus so many, like a lot of other people.
I know I'm about to piss off Reese, but you know, I had a little bit of a good time on X Defiant a little bit lately. You know, it ain't the finals for sure. But I've been having a good time. Like, you know, sometimes things don't start off right, like, you know, how you want them to, and things got to grow on you.
No sniping at all, G, maybe. No sniping at all. Wait, what's a sniper play? I'm assuming I know what it means. But no sniping at all. I'm just saying, like, it's just the narrative that I see in other people's chats, like from just like why are we seeing this right now? Boring. Like, you know, there was a team that took time to work on this shit. If it's not for you, that's cool.
Like you said, they make devs know who they target fan base is.
Yeah, like, but can we all recognize like this is a showcase for all of us? Like, this wasn't a showcase where we're gonna show 10 action games because you specifically love action games. Like, sorry. I don't.
And I personally, I want Sony and Microsoft to do. That's why I love the ID at Xbox show, right?
Yeah.
For the indies and stuff like that. I want Sony and them to do that more often. Like highlight these great, fantastic smaller games.
Yeah.
And screw the haters. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna play the hell out of them, and I'm gonna support them. You know.
Oh.
That shit.
Talking about all the blue names in the chat as well. I know it's mainly mods and a few friends, right? But it's okay. The channel will grow over time. As long as I do my
you gotta start somewhere, bro.
As long as I do my best, you know. Like I've been sitting in the higher 600s for a minute, and I know my consistency hasn't always been there, and it's fine. But I'm still here. I come back when I can, and I'm trying to do my best. So we'll grow when we can. To all of you that have been here, especially UG, maybe Silent Cypher, RSJ fan, you know.
Definitely. We gotta remember these names when we at the top. You feel what I'm saying?
These are the people I always appreciate. So if it's a sniper party, then hey, I mean, if that's what it means, if that's what a sniper party is, like, because it's mostly mods, then hey, let it be. You know, let it be. Watch, I get like demonetized for that. I'm not even monetizing my channel, but imagine. What else? So for you, like, what else, or what is the number one thing you think is going to happen at this showcase besides PSVR 2?
The number one thing that's going to happen is disappointment from the fans. That's a guarantee. If I can't guarantee nothing else, now I'm saying the fans. Now for me, I'm going to be happy with whatever shown besides VR stuff. Like, you know, those indie games, like, because like I said to start the podcast, I plan on getting the PS5 Pro before the year is up. I feel like that's for me personally. That's mandatory to go ahead and get that if I'm in a better position than what I am now, God willing. But I'm able, maybe even for my 26th birthday, maybe that's what I do. But I'm gonna get a PS5 because I do like some of the games that's over there. They're just not games worth. I gotta go get this console and I gotta go get this. Last generation they had that. Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, God of War. You can't sit around and be like, yo, as a gamer, I'm ignoring all that. No matter how diehard of an Xbox fan I am, when you got games I want to play, I'm gonna go get it. And right now, the games I really want to play is Silent Hill 2. I think that might be well. They got their own thing coming. Silent Hill just announced they got their own little showcase for the movies and the game and all that. Like, it's not a showcase, but a little, you know, video streaming thing. So, like I said, Dusty, I'm not even being funny. I just think disappointment. You know, a lot of the stuff that we want to see, we're not going to see. I don't think we're going to see a Ghost of Tsushima.
And this is why I really try not to go into any of these showcases with any expectancy whatsoever. Same with Xbox. Like, I just want
I got a little more faith in him. You know
yeah. There's obviously faith there, but it's just like I just like throw it at me. You know, like, take everything as a blank canvas. Because if I'm looking at the show like, y'all better do this, y'all better announce this, y'all better say this, then it's like, I'm not going to enjoy the show. I can't do that. You know, like, at the Xbox showcase, I could speculate all I want about about what could happen or what I would love to happen. But once the show starts, I'm watching like I'm in the movies for the first time. I have no expectancy. I'm just taking this in as you know, because I saw it and I was interested, and now I'm like seeing what is presented to me. You know, like, I know I'm very different on that aspect, but I grew up in the film industry. I say this all the time because of my father. I worked a long time in the dance industry. So for me, I'm able to go into other people's content with a blank fucking canvas. No expectancy, just take the IP and the content in for what it is, and then make a determination if I enjoyed it or not. Not, it's got to be this, or else I'm not going to like it. Like, that's bullshit. Like, I think the only thing I ever said about, like, Marvel movies is, like, yo, this shit better be huge. That's it. I didn't say the story, this needs to happen or that needs to happen. I mean, I used to speculate with friends and be like, oh, it would be cool if this would happen, or that would be awesome or insane. But I never went into each movie. I've watched every Marvel movie and almost every TV show, for the exception of 2, because I love that shit. And same thing with Star Wars. I'm so excited for the Acolyte because I love that shit. So I pay attention, right? But when I went into every piece of content, I never said to myself, Dr. Doom better come here, or, Thanos better do this, or this is how they better portray the Infinity, Gauntlet saga. Like, this is how they should tell the story. I never did that. I always went into each movie saying, you know what? I'm ready. This shit better be massive, though, because it's supposed to be. Other than that, I am ready for the fucking ride. Like, let's go. And that's it.
Definitely.
For the state of play, how I feel is this just better be a good show. And I say that on a consumer end as well as a business aspect end. Sony needs this to be a good show. Do I care about their financials? Hell no, I don't.
I don't, but the gloom and doom that people put on Xbox like it's going down the toilet, that's really the energy that should be thrown at PlayStation.
Well, but for those of us real humans, you know, that see that PlayStation has not really been having a great consistent generation so far, they need this show to be good so that they can get back on their momentum. That's what I care about. Because if Sony, like, let's say tomorrow, the state of play starts doing something that I haven't seen from Sony before. It feels like they care about the gamers. Feels like they care about the consumers. Feels like they care about gaming. You might start to look at Sony a little bit different. Because that's what I've been waiting for. That's the reason I need to finally buy a PlayStation of some sorts. Yep. But I refuse to because I don't like the direction, business-wise, the company treats the consumer. So until I see something different, like Xbox can be about all the money that they want, but at the same time, they make me feel like I'm a part of something, and that when I invest into that as a gamer, not stocks or anything like that, but as a gamer, I feel like I'm actually getting something out of it. I feel like I'm a part of a community. I feel like I have friends here. I feel like I have games I can enjoy. You know, I feel like, and obviously, you know, friends like, we don't know each other, right? But in the aspect of gaming, it feels like I have gaming friends. But on the PlayStation side, not so much because of the gamers on PlayStation, but just the way the company goes about their own shit, I don't get that energy. And that's why I don't really care to want to be there. If it feels more like a community that you should want to be a part of, dude, I'll come back. Because like if everybody's gaming and everybody's having a good time and you know people are hopping from their Xbox to PlayStation or PC or whatever because they want to play these different games, yo, count me in. You know? But until I see something different, that will never happen, you know? And like I don't even have a PlayStation controller. You know, I even asked a few friends like, yo, are you even using your old PS4 controller? If not, can I have it? And do you need $20? Like, I mean, yeah, that's still kind of paying for it, but not directly from Sony. Let's be honest. And I will not give, the only time I gave my money to PlayStation in recent times is to test PS Plus for PC. What used to be PS Now. That is it. But I'm a cloud gamer. I kind of have to know these different services and to even have an opinion on why they're good or not. You know, has PS Plus for PC gotten better? Yes. Is it where it should be? Hell the fuck no. So there you go. Moving on. Let's segue into Xbox, shall we? Since we were talking about it. Nero, sir.
Yes, sir.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is coming day one to Xbox Game Pass, just like we knew it would.
Just like Sarah Bond said it would a few weeks ago.
Man.
When everybody said she was looking sad and depressed and on the verge of, you know, checking out, you know, she said this. So I don't know why people are so shocked, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Hey, Dusty, guess what, man?
Yes, sir.
Big fucking Black Ops 6 boys in a few months. We're out here, yo. We're out here. This is beautiful, man. This is a huge W for Xbox. Even though we knew, just to have that official announcement and to put your fans, you know, at ease. This is beautiful. This is awesome, man. This is good for Call of Duty. This is good for the community. This is good for Xbox. This is good for consumers. I literally don't see nowhere where anybody lose. You know, you still got your sales on PlayStation, which got the higher console sale and so-called attachment rate, as they so-called claim. So it's like, man, that's just a beautiful thing to see right there, man. I'm super excited, bro. Like I said, the last Call of Duties I bought was Modern Warfare and Vanguard. So I'm psyched, bro.
G maybe made a good comment corresponding to the last topic. 14 games divided between PS5 and PSVR 2, 30 plus minutes, last minute notification, prior acknowledgement of release delays. What expectations? Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Like, that's why I said I have no expectations of this show. I just hope it's a good show all around, you know, and it's good for the consumer in whatever way it needs to be. But It would just be nice to hear something about Ghost of Tsushima 2. But if I don't, I'm not expecting it. You know, like...
Definitely, because Dusty, I want a reason to buy a PS5, bro.
Man, a PS5 Pro even. And yes, I know you said you're going to buy one, but when it finally comes to it and the console drops... and the value isn't there.
Mhm.
Are you gonna do it anyway?
I'm gonna do it anyway because we're so
Okay.
late into this generation. It's games that right now the people that bought it day one and gotta wait year to year to year, I feel bad for them. But me coming this late, just hear me out, right? Me coming
True.
this late,
True.
I get to walk out of there with Rise of Ronin for like $20. The Last of Us, I love Last of Us, love it. So I would gladly pay for that Last of Us remake on sale. By the time I get the PS5 Pro and Black Friday come around, I'm gonna be able to get Returnal. I'm gonna be able to get what's the one Demon Souls remake. I'm gonna be able to get all the few games that I raised my eyebrows, and even the games I laughed at, like Ragnarok. I'm still not excited for that snooze fest personally. Ratchet and Clank, I'm good on that. I stick to Psychonauts, but I check it out. I mean, I love platformers. I'm an open gamer, so
Yeah.
I would
Dude,
still
Sea of
buy
Thieves on the
PS5.
PS5 Pro might look good.
Hey, facts. I heard it had better wave quality or some shit like that.
We
know what I'm
shall see.
Oh
should.
no, Dusty. I know what's got me. I gotta say it again. What's the system seller for me to get that PS5 Pro is Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Never played it.
Mm.
Right, but I'm a survival horror junkie.
Marie says, me personally,
well-
I just feel like it's not too much to play if I got a PlayStation, not to spend $500.
Nah, I feel you. I definitely agree. I mean, I see how people can feel that way.
Well, for you, it's
Especially with
different
all
because
we got over here. It's insane.
Well, for you, it's different because, like you said, you're coming into it not even from a PlayStation originally. You're just going straight for the PS5 Pro. You know,
Mhm.
it's kind of like for me. You know,
I'm
the
going
other
from
day,
the PS4 Pro to the PS5 Pro. I feel
Yeah.
like that's decent.
like for me, it's kind of like the other day, like more wider of a gap. But I went from a 9.7 inch 2016 iPad Pro to the M4 13-inch iPad Pro. And let
Yes,
me
sir.
tell you, holy shit, is that so much of a difference? Like, Jesus Christ.
Sure.
But I waited this long to upgrade. So for you
Mhm.
to wait this long and go into the generation more on the tail end and then finally get the PS5 Pro, I mean, even if there is a PS6 announced
You know what's
for
funny?
some
That's
reason,
exactly what I did last generation. I got an Xbox One. I stuck it out until the PS4 Pro came, and then when the PS4 Pro came, that's around the same time that Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone, all those games I played and loved started coming out. So it's gonna be the same situation with this.
Yeah.
But Xbox always had games there though. On the other end, like people can say what they want about the Xbox One, but they had games, man, that I was enjoying. The Quantum Breaks, the Rise, Son of Rome, they had games. People forget the PlayStation 4 didn't start popping off until the end of that generation.
yeah.
You know, before that, what was really in the early years of PlayStation? Not really nothing. You know, God of War 2018, it says it in the name. It came in 2018. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know,
Yeah.
the consoles came out what 2013. So you feel what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? A lot of the Ghost of Tsushima 2017, 2018, what was it? 2019 actually, right? Days Gone, like all them games came out so late into that generation that I knew Sony was gonna repeat the same thing, Dusty, because I kept saying, brother, I kept saying, why are you dropping all these bangers at the end of your life cycle?
Because
I
you
said,
want
this
everyone
ain't
on the
just
Pro.
one- Yeah, but I mean, the PS5 was right there. I feel like you should have saved at least between Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, no,
right,
I agree.
Days Gone. I feel like Days Gone should have been a PS5 launch title.
I just, to be honest with you, after seeing how they went about COVID versus Xbox, I just don't think they saw that far ahead. It just, the way they did everything up until now,
was too
it just,
busy
there's
raising
no
prices.
foresight.
Yeah, they was too busy being money hungry.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
they
we could say these games would have been great to have waited till next gen, but I think they honestly felt like, no, we need to do this now.
Yeah.
And that, you know, like, don't get me wrong, like they were great games that came out, but you could have held one or two of them as a console
and I feel
exclusive
like
for the next gen.
Sony is seeing right now that you can get away and still have record breaking and on pace consoles being sold, right? If you have no roadmap and no games.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it right now.
Yeah. And speaking of the M4 iPad Pro, I just got an email from ESR and my case got the shipping address updated. Yes. All right, cool. Anyway, the case I got is a good case for it, so I'm excited. But I'm not spending $300 on a Magic keyboard. I don't need that. Like, I'd rather have a custom mechanical keyboard that's like small.
Hey,
and I can
give
just
me
take
one
with me.
second, bro. I knocked my drink over. Give me 1 second.
No, you're good. You're good. So for me, directing back to Black Ops 6 coming to Game Pass day one, two things. First, not surprised at all whatsoever. I'm just waiting for when the rest of the games come, to Game Pass. I do not think all of them will dump, all at once on the same day or anything like that. That would be insane. But I do see a trickle over a month or so of past Call of Duty games. I just want Infinite Warfare. Just please hurry. I mean, I own the game on console, but if they could somehow port it to PC, I don't know. Or put it in the cloud, something. I don't know. Anyways, or just add it to GeForce Now. F it. But I'm excited for Black Ops 6. I mean, I had Black Ops 4 and Black Ops Cold War and whatnot. So I'm excited for Black Ops 6. Which is, from what I understand, is not titled Gulf War. It's just titled Black Ops 6, which is fine. But what I'm wondering is, because of that case, is this more related to how Black Ops 4 was, but then you had like the side series for Cold War and whatnot? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, just something that I'm thinking about. So I'm excited for Black Ops 6 coming to Game Pass day one. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. I mean, this is, like I said, this really isn't surprising. The second thing is that I was so confident that this was going to happen that I already had I was already confident to myself that at least the standard version would drop into Game Pass, and just like Forza Motorsport and Horizon and Starfield, even, you get the base game in Game Pass, and then if you want to buy the Vault Edition add-on, it's like $34 or whatever it is, in the Xbox store. You might get a discount on it for being a Game Pass member or even an Ultimate member. And that's just how I was going to treat, Black Ops 6, and that's how I was going to go into it. And personally speaking, me playing Black Ops 6 through Game Pass doesn't make me any less of a gamer than anyone else.
Facts, despite what ponies are trying to tell you.
And it's okay if people want to block me because I'm choosing to play Call of Duty through Game Pass. And it's okay if they're choosing to turn crossplay all the way off. Not just off, all the way off. That's fine, But question. So we've had crossplay, right? So why is the fact that it's in Game Pass now all of a sudden an issue for crossplay? Have you always turned off crossplay for other games? Is this just the first time you're choosing to do so because it's Game Pass? Like, what is happening here?
First of all, let me say this. Ponies are scared of us in any shooter. PlayStation has never been home of competitive gaming. I'm sorry, not sorry. Like, I'm sorry, that's not home of the competitive gaming. Competitive gaming has always been home to Xbox. Call of Duty has always been really recently with the PS4 generation, okay, cool, but before that, in the nitty-gritty era of shooters, which I would say was the 360, you remember them Call of Duty lobbies back then? You remember them Halos? Like, that's come on, man.
Yeah.
For those who've been around, I'm only 25, so if I know this, it ain't no excuse for nobody to not know this. The Xbox is home of the competitive gaming. I'm sorry, not sorry. Y'all literally is home of the movie games all last generation. What first-party competitive game does Sony have? Go, name me two. Take your time, man.
My brain.
Anybody in the chat, take your time. Let me know.
G maybe says going to earn 6,000 gamer score this month because of Game Pass. Tell me I am not a gamer. For real.
I'm right. Hold on, I can let you know what I'm at right now, yo. I am at damn, how the hell I can't see? I'm at 3,745 right now.
I don't even want to check mine. I feel like for how long I've been on Xbox, it's quite dismal. But then again, I game on like I try games and test games on many different platforms, so I'm not always on my Xbox account. You know what I mean? So if my gamer score is what it is, and you want to clown me for it, that's fine. I don't care. My life doesn't always allow me to game the way I wish I could. Anyway, but Reese says they not even good at shooters. It's them thumbsticks, bro. You know what's a better controller thumbstick wise in the placement that PlayStation does it, and I might get some flack for this, but I believe the space between the thumbsticks is actually better than on a PlayStation controller, and that's the Google Stadia controller, which uses Xbox buttons, but the stick layout is PlayStation, and that's actually a comfortable controller. I've never really had gripes with a PlayStation controller, but I have heard people be uncomfortable when playing shooters with one. You know, then I've heard people not actually have issues at all. So it's just, I feel like it depends on how long your thumbs are.
Most of my time on Apex was on PlayStation because that's where I was spending a lot of my money at, for cosmetics and stuff like that. Only because a lot of my homies was over there. Really, my homie Rizzy, man. Shout out to my brother Rizzy, man. But
you're good, G. Maybe no worries.
That controller was trash for multiplayer. That's why I say, like, competitive gaming last generation. Come on, man. Xbox controller, PlayStation 4 DualShock. Like, come on, bro. Where are you? Like, come on, man. If you got the choice, you know what I'm saying? For just straight up like COD, or you feel me? Like, come on, man. Xbox is home of the competitive gaming, man. Enough said.
Yeah. And I'm right there with you, G. Maybe like I wasn't talking about you. No worries.
I would definitely cut crossplay off if I'm ponies, because Xbox play, we're about to fucking bring it to y'all, bro.
Man,
like y'all are about to get shitted on from each and every way, bro.
If the Xbox Showcase don't open with X Go and give it to you, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Hey, man, that'd be crazy, yo. Nah, that would be crazy though. Like, hey,
oh, that would be great.
License for the Showcase, so you don't get sued and shit. Do something with DMX family. Put some funds towards him. See, I'm a just rap fan, so I'm all for that right there.
Yeah. Are you going? No, that's a stupid question. Let me not ask that. Of course, you're gonna be playing this. Man. Stupid question.
Oh yeah, I'm in there. Like,
so obviously, I'm also looking forward to the campaign story behind Black Ops 6 and whatnot. If it's one thing about Call of Duty, their campaigns are gorgeous. I don't care what nobody says. Yep. They're fucking gorgeous. Like,
since the beginning of time, bro. Every single one. And that's my biggest thing, because I'm sorry, bro, but let me just, when they come, that's what I'm most excited for. I meant to say this early, but I'm most excited to beat every campaign on Veteran. From the first one to the last one. Every single one I'm gonna do.
I am not that good.
I already got Vanguard beating on Veteran. I already got Modern Warfare 1 beating on Veteran. So all these other ones, bro, is gonna be, because I feel like, shit, what you about to be dealing with in fucking the multiplayer shit, that Veteran is light compared to the bullshit you about to go deal with as soon as you go over the multiplayer. So that's just a good, I just like it. Plus they short, so I try to drag it out as long as I can. So maybe dying a little more often to give me an extra hour or two play through.
Yeah.
I'm definitely hyped for those campaigns, man, and to play everything, bro. It's such a great time to be an Xbox fan, dude.
Man, is it? And that's why I want the PlayStation Showcase to be, or State of Play to be good tomorrow as well, because I really want to just enjoy all of this, to be honest with you. I would really like to look forward to something from PlayStation, and then look forward to things from Xbox, and just have it be good gaming, and then you can just let the ponies be the ponies, because they're always going to be ponies and say what they have to say. Yeah. But like I said earlier, if PlayStation is coming at me and at this and other gamers, in a better direction, in a better way, like, sign me up. But until then, no. But I don't want, I want the Xbox Showcase to be good. I want the worldwide reveal of Black Ops 6 to be amazing, Here's a question, though. So now we have, Warzone 2, right? So obviously that's just going to get ported along with Black Ops 6. But do you think they're going to make any substantial changes to Warzone for Black Ops 6?
No. I don't think so. I think they're gonna continue to just let Warzone thrive and be its own thing, as it's been doing. I think what they will realize now is that it's gonna be a more bigger split than ever of Warzone players going to COD. But I feel like that should be expected anyway, because of how big the Black Ops franchise is anyway. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they should be expecting that anyway. But Game Pass, I feel like Game Pass is gonna bring a lot of. I just can't wait for the numbers, Dusty. I'm sorry, I just can't wait, bro. I legit cannot. I'm so psyched. Like I can't wait.
I've been
It'd
telling
be
a
the
lot of
best
people, I'm like, y'all, the next
for-
Call of Duty's coming to Game Pass. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, we've been telling people this, bro. Me, you, Retri, like the whole, bro. Sarah Bonds. You know what I'm saying? Sarah Bonds, that beautiful black queen. You feel what I'm saying? The president of Xbox. Like, come on, bro. How many people gotta tell y'all? Like, come on, bro. You know, and the media, and they tried to swing this too, Retri. That bias ass media tried to swing this shit too. You know what I'm saying?
So for the as far as the Xbox showcase, to be honest with you, there's gonna be some big announcements and whatnot, but or I would hope. I don't know what to expect, but I just really want replaced. Can you please just say something about replaced? Bro, please, I don't care about anything else right now. That is that one in 33 Immortals. When does that launch again?
Man, I'm not sure, but I've been purposely trying not to play it, right? Because I'm so tired of playing the early access games. Like, you bring me the whole game. I want my achievements.
Wait, is 33 Immortals up?
I believe if you go through the insider program, you can play the like.
Oh, really?
I did it for a few games in the past, but like just right now, I'm like, man, I can just wait.
As I scroll to the insider app.
You know, now that I think about it, let me go.
Let me go ahead and
Actually, hold up, because I did sign up for that shit way back. I just don't open that insider app like that, bro.
Where is it?
I'm about to let you know right now. I might hit install on that tonight. Like I do remember signing.
Because I'm down to try, you know.
That and Towerborn, like
Xbox Insider Hub. Hey, what's up, Mr. Kima? Yes, we are having a great show. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're having a great time. Don't forget to share the stream out with all your friends.
Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn that was a thing, but I don't know.
Because didn't Kay Asante say he played?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe he got invited to like a private test or something.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. That would be that would have been cool.
Maybe it was within a window we had to sign up for it.
But I'm pretty sure if there was something for that, like Tom Warren would have said something, and I didn't see anything from him.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming into Game Pass day one. Oh yeah, none of us are surprised on the green side whatsoever. What is one thing multiplayer wise or even Warzone wise that you would like to see implemented? Or let's start, I guess, more multiplayer, because Warzone is a separate thing. So multiplayer wise, what is something that you hope to see or are looking forward to? Like for me, I saw some good images of zombies, so I'm kind of looking forward to
that. Good maps. The last Call of Duty, like I said, I played multiplayer, was Vanguard, right?
Yeah.
And as much as I enjoyed that game, it had spawning issues where sometimes I would spawn right behind the enemy, or somebody would spawn right in front of my face while I'm sitting on the corner. Somebody would spawn right in front of me, and I have to, do what I do. So I think really good maps, like I guess that's why I kind of been having such a good time with what you call it, right? What's the name of that game? X Defiant of late, because arena shooters is really important. And I felt like for the longest, right, that Halo was the last of a dying breed, because we just don't get arena shooters like that anymore, everybody is trying to go battle royale and go big or go home, and stuff like that. So arena shooters for me is really appreciated, unless your name is what's the name of that? Splitgate. Almost forgot the name of it.
Oh my god, yeah.
It should have never came out Halo. It should have never came out Halo, bro. Have some damn respect. They should have never came out Halo. Trying to be funny. I get it. Trying to be edgy. You're a new game. Look how it backfired. Nobody remembers you. Don't come for the king like that.
G maybe says, you see all the Activision games on sale right now on Xbox. Soon they will all say install. Damn. I did not check that out, but then again, I don't have my Xbox right now because I gave it to my stepdaughter. So, but I mean, I can probably check through the Microsoft store because I think I did buy Infinite Warfare through the store on PC, but for console because I was just on my PC at the moment. So I'll check that out, see if I can see anything through the Microsoft store on PC for those games. What was I gonna say? I'm totally blanking. Wow. Now, along with the worldwide reveal for Black Ops 6, what is one thing you hope to see for the Xbox showcase in general? And XDefiant is awesome, by the way. I'm happy.
Come on, man. Fuck no, it's not. It's cool. It's a cool game, man. Nothing more, nothing less.
It's awesome. Skill-based, as a game that brings no skill-based matchmaking is awesome. All right, go ahead.
I feel like that's a lie. I've been running into sweaty people. I feel like that was just marketing talk. Tell me I'm lying though.
No, that's true. That's true.
These people be bunny hopping and they do the same fucking sweat ball shit I've been doing.
You know why? Because you're looking at COD players trying to do all the things they can't do in this game. Like they don't have their kill. They don't have their kill streaks. They don't have their like.
Oh my god!
Like all the people that be doing the extra most, those are all COD players because they need to do that because they don't have their kill streaks.
You just changed my entire perspective and outlook on XDefiant when I run into them type of players because I always shit on them. That's funny. I'm shitting on a bunch of wannabe Call of Duty sweats.
Yeah,
they're gonna be.
Because if you look on the reviews for the game, a lot of the people complaining are Call of Duty players. It's really sad. It's like you want this game to be just like Call of Duty, but it's like that's the whole point. It's not supposed to be.
Exactly.
So continue. Sorry, the Xbox showcase.
Oh my bad. Let me see.
The number one thing you hope to see.
Gears Trilogy remake.
I thought you were gonna say that. Yeah.
Yep. Get Gears Trilogy remake, or maybe an announcement of Halo, the next Halo game.
Vehicles for Starfield.
DLC.
Vehicles for Starfield.
Ooh, like a stealth patch, like after the showcase.
Yes.
That
we said crazy. It was coming. Here it is.
Yo, imagine Todd Howard walk on stage and talk about all the Bethesda and Starfield accomplishments. Right?
Yep.
Thank you guys. Starfield has sold over 20 million copies. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys. Something like that, and say we've been listening to the feedback. So we have a huge update that you can play today, including road vehicles, new discs, new armor, free quests included. Like, hey man, come on, bro. That'd be crazy. That'd be dope as fuck, bro. That'd be super dope, man.
Because they didn't say when vehicles were coming, and it's not supposed to be a part of Shattered Space.
Exactly. So it's definitely coming between summer and early fall. So
man,
this will be the perfect time for that, man. Thank you for bringing that to my radar, dude. You're fucking awesome, bro.
I really hope that's the case.
That'd be such an amazing stuff drop, right?
Man.
Let's see. Gear 6 for sure, but the only reason I'm more excited for the trilogy remake, right? And because I feel like that'll be quicker.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be this year, early next year, where Gears might be 2026. Late 2025 at the earliest. So let me think what else, man, because there's so many games. I would love to see some Elder Scrolls 6 like in game, like early. You feel what I'm saying? You could just show somebody walking out of a cave. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be very dope, but I highly doubt we see that.
How sick would it be to showcase gameplay
from Forza Horizon as well? That'd be awesome.
How sick would it be to showcase the Marcus Phoenix trilogy, the Gears trilogy?
That's what I want, bro.
And then go from that gameplay straight into Gears 6 gameplay, and then announce it and show the difference in quality.
Right. Because what if they do it like this? Like, okay, because you just made a great point, right? Put on my tinfoil hat. I like how we cooking right now. Look. What if they say we're remastering Gears trilogy, the Marcus Phoenix collection? We're just porting everything over to UE5. The same way they just did with multiverses. So it's like everything is pretty much going to be the same, but it's not the same. Obviously, you got a bunch of improvements and stuff like that. And then they do like, what you just seen? Because it's going to look crazy good regardless.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, that's what we could do with the old games. And like you said, then they'd be like, but we want to show you what we can do built from the ground up with Gear 6. Dude, step back, boom. Trailer. Dusty, man, we might be setting our own expectations
I know.
too high now. We might be doing what the hell Ponies is doing.
Because because for me, like, if it's one thing I enjoy doing is speculation. But what I never do or never try to do is turn speculation into fact.
It's a fact.
It would be nice for these things to happen. Imagine if it were to happen.
Right.
But
imagine.
But like I said, once the show starts, any of these speculatory thoughts that I have completely fly out the window.
Definitely.
Because if they don't, then I have expectancies and I start going into the show hoping that they show what I think, what I'm predicting, and when that doesn't happen, I'm disappointed, and I don't want that. Speculation is fun until it hurts someone. No, I'm just kidding. Until it hurts your feelings. No. I really try my best never to do that. Like, we can speculate all day and have fun with it, and I enjoy doing that very much. But as long as we're not like invading the realm of, oh yeah, no, that's going to happen, that's definitely going to happen, like, I could see that happening, but we will only find out. Time will only tell. But imagine
like, geez Louise, imagine, like,
man. So transitioning into our last topic for the evening, Wolverine and Deadpool, non-gaming related, TV and film related, getting to the other portion of G-Wave TV. But Deadpool and Wolverine is set to come out July, I believe, 26th, 25th, one of those. And it is looking to be an amazing freaking movie. I'm hoping that it is. I'm hoping that I won't get let down, but I doubt that I will, because I very much enjoyed the first two movies. However, I have no expectations. Whatever happens in this movie happens, and I'm just ready for the ride. With that being said, what do we think is going to happen in this movie? As in, who do we really think we're going to see as far as cameos? And where do we see the story going? Or where is the story connection of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in comparison to past Wolverines, if you will? Shout out to Talos Ray. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Good to see you, brother. So let's start with the Wolverine topic first. I was watching Screen Crush earlier today, and I don't know if the video was posted today or yesterday, but it was an interesting take on who this current Wolverine is that we're seeing in all this trailer footage. And he came up with the ultimate idea that the Wolverine we're seeing is in fact the same Wolverine from X-Men Days of Future Past and Logan, as well as the Wolverine movies. The reason he thinks so is there's a point in time in Logan's life where, and if you watch in X-Men Days of Future Past, he doesn't regain his past/future memories until he hits a very late age, and that's when he has like the gray hair on the side, right? And that's when he goes into the study and he talks with Professor Xavier, and he's saying, I think my memory of past events is a little bit different, pretty much telling him, I think I need you to help me restore my mind. And that's when Professor X realizes, like, you're back. However, the Wolverine we see in Deadpool and Wolverine doesn't have those gray streaks yet on the side of his head. Which means this Wolverine, if you remember from the X-Men Days of Future Past movie, is stuck within that time period where his mind is only learning of the things he's currently experiencing from the past when he traveled back to the past. He doesn't regain his original memories, or some of them, until he reaches his older age, which is said to be believed takes place maybe about 5 years before the events of what happens in Logan when Professor X like has a seizure and kills everybody. Because if you notice, Logan says that there's been natural born mutant in like 25 years and this and this and that. And Deadpool and Wolverine, it was stated that they weren't going to taint or touch anything about Logan. That story ends the way it ends. There's no going back. So thank God, because that movie's amazing. So with that being said, the speculation is this, that the Wolverine we're seeing is in fact that same Wolverine from the X-Men movies, except when he traveled to the past. And if you remember in X-Men Days of Future Past, towards the end of the movie, when they're fighting Magneto and Magneto puts all like the bars through his body and then like launches him off into the fountain, and like he ends up getting found, or the ocean or whatever it was, or the lake, and he ends up getting found later by some fishermen. Logan ends up going through the same process he went through when he got his adamantium. So he's now repeating his origin story, but he at that point he has no memory, just like he originally did, right? So I know this all might be all over the place. So in that part, he goes through all the things he ends up going through. He meets the X-Men all over again. He meets Professor Xavier all over again. Why is he wearing a yellow suit? Because in this new revised timeline, because in Days of Future Past, Wolverine and everyone else were able to stop what would end up happening as that like sentinel future, that apocalyptic future, right? Is that instead of wearing the black suits like they originally did in the X-Men movies, that this new timeline is why he has the yellow suit. Same X-Men, same actors, same characters, but they all don their original comic book type suits. The scene we see in the trailer where Wolverine is walking down next to like all of those big stones, and they kind of look like gravestones, right? That could be a realization that he's shown that no matter what he does, this reality is this tragedy that happens with all the mutants being wiped out is going to happen no matter what. And I think he witnesses that and he sees that. But it might be an absolute point in time. You can't change it. How it might happen might change, but no matter what you do, it will always be an absolute point in time. Why that theory works for me is because in X-Men 97, when we see Cable trying to come back to the past and try to save his mom, we later find out he's been doing that 200 times, and every time he gets to that same point, he's ripped back into the future. Which only tells him that moment, what happens, the Battle of Genosha, is an absolute point in time. You can't change it. There's no going back. When I heard this theory, it kind of blew my mind. Because that's how you keep everything connected from the Fox universe. But that's also how you get Wolverine into his comic accurate costume, because of the events of what happened in X-Men Days of Future Past. Right? So with this theory, Nero, let me get your take and your thoughts. Is this a variant Wolverine from a different universe, similar to the X-Men universe? Maybe even like 99% the same, except for the fact of the costumes.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm coming from a super casual perspective. Like, I know you're gonna talk shit, but I still haven't even started 96. I mean, was it 97?
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna start it. I know I meant to start it before. I'm really gonna start it.
Sorry for the spoilers.
I'll be slacking. And no, dude, bro, I don't even listen. Not spoiling nothing, because I'm by the time the pod in, I'll forget already. I'm gonna start it up, and then I might watch it and be like, oh, that's what Dusty was talking about. That's what the homie was pointing out. But shit, I hope it is a new variant or a new version of him, at least, because that let me know I can come in without having to watch all the other shit and being caught up. I can just come in as a newcomer. I get to just come in, sit down, watch it, and now I'm invested to the point where I do want to go back and rewatch Logan or reinvest myself. I don't know if I said it before, but I'm definitely like more of a DC Batman type of guy when it comes to my heroes. Like, I was who was my Spider-Man? Toby. You know what I'm saying? That was my Spider-Man. So I was a fan of those Spider-Mans too, back in the day, the trilogy. But I think that would be dope. And you said it's when, because I definitely be watching it, especially with the if they announce Wolverine, the freaking, I mean, show some of the game, the actual game at the showcase. I mean, at the state of play tomorrow, that'd be really dope because that'll make people, like you said, it'll be good timing.
Yes, it would.
And I feel like that's something Sony should definitely start doing because Last of Us should have showed them, as good as the show was, and you took advantage of bringing a remake out. If I had a PS5, I would have folded. I would have got a PS5. I'm not gonna lie. If I had a PS5, I would have been a sucker because they don't got nothing else. I would have paid for all the little upgrades and stuff I've been getting for free on Xbox. And that's why, as a consumer, I've waited so long. You get what I'm saying? Because I know I wouldn't be able to help myself. I love Last of Us, and I'll be the same guy sitting about like, look at them, man. They keep selling us the same games, but I would have been a part of the problem, Dusty. I promise you, I definitely would have been. Look how excited I am for the freaking Gears trilogy, right?
Yeah, but that's not being part of the problem. That's being part of the solution.
Right. Nah, definitely right there. But nah, I definitely hope it is a new variant, just for the reason that I said. I can just come in.
You can be fresh on a new take of the character.
Fresh. Exactly, definitely.
I see that perspective too.
So wait, is it two separate shows? It's a Wolverine and Deadpool.
No. It's Deadpool 3, the movie. Deadpool, and it's called Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay. Now I'm more hip. I fuck with the Deadpool movies, man.
Yeah, me too.
I remember seeing the first one. I think I've seen the second one too. It's been a while.
So
I might go rewatch those tonight just to get caught up.
So a lot of the things behind Deadpool 3 have to actually do with the Loki TV show as well. And to give you a brief rundown, what happens in the Loki TV show is they end up meeting Kang.
Not to cut you off. This is exactly why I fell back. It's so much like.
Hey, but hold on before
every summer.
I'll tell you this: the Loki TV show is worth watching.
Okay, I mean, I like Loki though. I like Loki and Thor, so I don't know why I haven't watched that. See, man,
it's good, bro. It's a good show. It's a really, really good show, especially when you see what ends up happening at the end of season 1 and 2. It's really, really good. I strongly recommend Loki. WandaVision as well. That's a great show. Vision Quest is coming, so if you watched WandaVision, it has to do with the ending of that show. So Deadpool and Wolverine has to do with Loki, and in the end of season 1, they meet Kang, which kind of sets up things for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, but we don't need to talk about that right now. Now, what happens at the end of season 2 in Loki, as well as like the organization, which is known as the TVA, how they control and police, if you will, strands of timelines that should not exist. It's a lot, okay? But because there's time travel implied in Deadpool and Wolverine, is why it has to do a lot with Loki, because within Loki you have the TVA. The TVA police, use time travel to prune timelines that shouldn't exist, or prune things that end up in a timeline that shouldn't be there. And that's where you get variants, right? So with Deadpool and Wolverine, the reason why I kind of buy into the screen crush theory that this could be the same Wolverine from X-Men Days of Future Past which essentially makes him the same Wolverine from all of the movies, is simply because of the whole TVA situation, the time variance authority situation. The fact that Wolverine himself has time traveled, Deadpool has as well. And so if you watch the trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine, you already see that the TVA are involved and that they are trying to recruit Deadpool for something. The speculation is he has to recruit a Wolverine, so he goes around different timelines or universes trying to find the Wolverine that he needs, and that's when he ends up meeting the Hugh Jackman Wolverine in the bar that you see in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
So I buy into the theory because there's so much drama you can put into the fact that this Wolverine doesn't remember anything yet. He hasn't gotten to that age where he talks to Professor X in that study. He's many years past getting, being with the X-Men team and getting his adamantium all over again and all that stuff. So I could see that happening. However, on the flip side of things, it would be fun to get a variant, because it would also explain certain other things that have happened in other movies, like the Marvels and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. You know, you have Beast in the end that gets featured. You have Professor X that's in the movie, you know, in Multiverse of Madness. So it's hard to pinpoint and say for sure what Wolverine this is, right? I
Yeah.
just thought that it was a very interesting take that this could be the same Wolverine from the original movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
now on further beyond that aspect, in Deadpool and Wolverine, so to catch you up, there's supposed to be a lot of guest characters in this movie. And it's supposed to lead up to other movies coming in the future, specifically Secret Wars. And just so you know, Hugh Jackman signed on already to do Secret Wars. And he said, I think this was confirmed, but he said a long time ago he would only come back as Wolverine if he could do Secret Wars with Tobey's Spider-Man and Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. How freaking nuts would that be to see on screen after all these years?
That'd be crazy.
Man.
That's
So
that's a good sign on right there. That's the only way I would have signed that shit too.
man. So we already know that him and Deadpool are scheduled to return in Secret Wars. So as far as Deadpool and Wolverine go, are we going to see other X-Men characters from Wolverine's universe? Like, is there going to be a flashback and we see that team? You know, because obviously Deadpool has to learn at some point about this Wolverine's backstory, right? So are we going to get a flashback, and are we going to see that X-Men team in this movie? Because mind you, if you watch the trailer, they really haven't shown much of this movie in all of the trailers that they've dropped at all, like whatsoever. They've probably shown maybe like 5 to 10 minutes worth of like movie time, which is kind of insane. I don't know. What do you think, Nero? Like, with a movie like this, and you're leading up into bigger Marvel movies that are expected to come, Fantastic Four is coming. There's a rumor there might be an X-Men versus Avengers movie. Please to God, I hope there is.
Oh man, hey, see that stuff like that'll get me back in there. You feel what I'm saying? I've been missing for a while, but stuff like that'll definitely make me say, "Hey, yo, I gotta start back tuning in." So what was your overall question? I'm sorry.
So the overall,
Marvel versus X-Men got me right there.
No, you're good. You're good. Do you think that they would take this opportunity to show some of the original X-Men characters? Like, there's a rumor Storm might be in the movie, Halle Berry's Storm, and that's because she posted a picture with her old Storm haircut that she used to have, like the short one. And so, do we just see a few characters? Do we see a flashback of the whole team? Which I would love, because I feel like they could retcon.
That'd be super dope.
Like, they could retcon some of the bullshit from the original movies, right? Like, why does Phoenix kill Cyclops? Why is Cyclops dead? This is not supposed to be a thing. Sorry. What do you think, sir? Like, what in a movie that could be potentially this massive, having guest appearances, do you see them doing a few characters, or do you see them giving us a full on like team up?
I definitely see them giving us a full on team up, and I think that'd be dope. Well, not team up. My bad. The opposite. I can see them giving maybe a couple.
Okay.
I don't see them giving us too much, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't. Even though as much as you would love that, I would love that. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I just don't think they would do that, but.
Yeah,
a few of the key, like, really popular ones, I think Storm for sure would send the theater like bunkers. Like,
man,
no, that's crazy. So
yeah, I'd be one of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
will say this: you got me excited to watch that shit.
Hell yeah!
Like, legit, you got me very excited. So pat yourself on the back, and I'm gonna go watch the fucking X-Men. Reese probably want me in this damn Diablo with him all night, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm tempted to, hey man, go put on some noodles, sit back, kick back, and start catching up on some of this. But I definitely think that'd be dope, man. Bring my baby Halle Berry back on the screen, man. Bring her on back out there. You know what I'm saying?
Legendary Yobi says, "Don't hold your breath. He ain't gonna start." I think he's talking about you starting like some of these movies and whatnot.
Nah, man. Listen. I'm gonna start, bro. It's just like, listen. I have ADHD, bro. Like, it's really hard for me to sit through things. Like gaming is different because I'm doing something with my hands.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So it got hands to eye to TV coordination. I've dealt with this my whole life. The only way I was able to watch movies really growing up, shout out to my grandmother and my grandfather, is I would get my ass whooped if I like that. That was just something you got to do as kids.
Same with my dad.
I,
Yeah.
I don't want to spin off on this and go down a loop, but I even get on my sister about my nieces and nephews, like, yo, man, take the phone from them. Like when we all together watching TV, I used to cherish this as a child.
Yeah.
I wish I could rewind because I would appreciate it a lot more now that I'm an adult and life is hard and lost certain loved ones that was there. You take advantage of that stuff. So I feel like that's very special to, try to make people sit down and watch TV with the family. But it's different. When I'm with family, I can do it. But even then, Dusty, I always find myself on my phone.
I feel
Not
you.
because I want to be on my phone. It's really legit hard as fuck for me to sit down and just focus.
I feel like it's easier I feel like it's easier when it's content where you actually feel invested. Like once you start something, you can't stop it. Like when I started Shogun, I couldn't stop it, and I ended up finishing it. Now I'm watching Tokyo Vice on Max, and I can't fucking stop. And I didn't even realize I'm already on season 2 now. And I'm like, oh shit! And it's like 10 episodes, and each are an hour long. I probably started the show a week ago, and now I'm on season 2. So it's one of those things where like, if you're really if it catches you and you're invested into it, you'll pay attention. But if it's one of those things where it's like, or you're just letting yourself kind of like just think about other things, that's always going to happen, because that happens to me too.
Definitely.
Like I almost have to tell myself like, okay, now it's time to watch this and not do anything else. And if I end up kind of going on my phone, I never have a problem going back like a 10 or 20, 30 seconds to see what I missed. I don't mind doing that, because I do that anyways when I don't understand a part and I need to understand it for the story. But I feel you on that. Like I suffer from ADHD, so
and it sucks, bro, because I really want to
like
watch
focus.
certain things. Like he wanted me to Yobi, shout out Yobi, he wanted me to watch the Harry Potters before playing Hogwarts Legacy, and man, I legit tried, bro. Like I sat there watching, I always end up doing something else, and then I'm 30-40 minutes of missed content, and now I got to rewind it back, and it's like a loop. So it'll take, bro. You know how big of a Batman fan I am, bro. It took me like a week and some change to finish Batman, because I would make something to eat. I watch like 20-30 minutes of it. Next thing I know, I'm doing something else. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll be like, man, that's frustrating. But I wanted to do Star Wars. Yobi once again sent me the order of Star Wars. I should watch, certain things. And,
so no matter what anybody tells you, being a diehard Star Wars fan, no matter what anybody tells you, this is the proper order to watch the movies. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, Rogue One, 7, 8, 9. The reason is because that's the movie release, and that's why people got captivated by the story the way that they did. Yes, you can enjoy the movies in order 1 through 9, and Rogue One comes right before Episode 4. That's fine. You can do that, and I don't judge you. If you want to do it the proper way, and the way that everybody else watched the movies and grew up on them and fell in love with them the way that they did, trust me when I say, do it that way. Trust me.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro. Yo, Reese, fuck you, dude. He said Nero just want to watch the big movies with none of the lead up. Yo, that's sick, yo. That's fucked up.
Because the reason is, like, when you watch 4, 5, and 6, you see this captivating drama between Luke and his father. Then you wonder, how did his father even become this way? How did he become Darth Vader? Then you get the prequel story that shows you how that happened. Then you go 30 years later into the future after Episode 6, and now you have stories 7, 8, and 9. You know what I mean? I feel like if you watched Episode 4, 5, and 6 and then went straight to 7, you're not giving yourself enough distance between the timeline of events. But that's just how I see it. You can do what you want. Nobody is wrong. Enjoy Star Wars regardless. That's just my suggestion.
I'm gonna, because I ain't gonna lie, playing certain games do get me more in the mood for certain things, like watching RoboCop movies that I never watched before. Before the game, that got me super hyped. So it is a legit thing. The Batman. When I was watching the Batman movie, I installed Arkham City and Arkham Knight. Running through those again. So it's definitely a real thing. Like I already know I'm probably gonna try to save some money and just subscribe to Ubisoft subscription to play Star Wars Outlaws whenever that does drop, because that is one game I really do want to check out and want to play. Like I said, people talk a lot of shit about Ubisoft games, but I really enjoy their games, man. I think they make some beautiful games as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a lot. They games do have screen tearing if you don't have a VR display. And with me having to leave my good TV monitor behind in New York, I miss you, baby. That's noticeable, so that's frustrating. But I definitely I appreciate Ubisoft, man. I say that. Like I enjoyed Prince of Persia this year. Like I said, I definitely enjoyed Valhalla more than Horizon, the Horizon series on PlayStation. So I say all that to say certain games definitely make me want to watch certain movies. Like I installed Hogwarts Legacy again actually because oh my god, I don't know what type of ability I got in Diablo, but that just did some damage.
Yeah.
But I'm about to play Hogwarts again because did you beat Hogwarts? Like, bro, I want to go back and clean up some of those achievements. I don't know about like 100% in it, but some games that's so good it irks me only having 200 or 300 gamer score, and I'm like, yo, I can clean up some of these side activities. Not every game, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna pretend like every game does that, but some games are just so good where I'm like, you know what, it's worth going back. Even with Hellblade, I'm gonna go do another playthrough of that, just to clean up those last 2 collectible achievements I had. But I'm definitely gonna start. If I don't start anything else, I promise you, X-Men the '97.
You need to.
I'm
Best
gonna
piece of Marvel in years. In years.
I'm definitely gonna get through.
Last question for Deadpool and Wolverine, and this is kind of more of a fan thing, but in all of the promotional material, Wolverine does not have his iconic mask on. But we know Marvel is very good digitally leaving things out of trailers because they don't want to show too much. Do you think we will ever get one moment in this movie where we finally see Hugh Jackman wear the mask?
I think so.
God, I hope so. It's such a small thing, but I want it so bad.
Or if not, maybe like tease it for him to be like in it in like the other movie you said.
Secret Wars. Oh yeah, because he's got to because that's gonna be a big ass battle. If you wanted an X-Men versus Avengers movie, I mean, Secret Wars is supposed to be bigger than that. So
I'll definitely be intrigued and check that out.
G maybe says you're right, Dusty. Thank you. Outside of that order, things don't hit the same. He's talking about Star Wars. So the order I gave you, that is my recommendation. You can do whatever you like, to each their own. But gotcha. G maybe is correct. It's just something special about watching him in the original release order. Which I think if you go on Disney Plus, I think they have 2 versions, or unless they took one of them away, but they had 2 different menu timelines where it was the movies in order 1 through 9, and then it was the movies in release date order, and you could choose between one of them. But I don't know if I don't think they've kept that. But yeah, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, Rogue One, 7, 8, 9. And then if you want to go very deep cut, you watch Star Wars Clone Wars after episode 2. But that's 7 seasons of animation. So
yeah, and see, that's why that's the only reason I haven't gotten through the list Yobi sent me to watch for the one series he mentioned. I can't pronounce her name, Ahsoka, whatever her name is, right? Yeah, because I started the Clone Wars and they not long episodes, nothing like that. But I was really enjoying those, and then my father, I guess he let the fucking Disney subscription run out, and I'm not.
So Ahsoka begins where Star Wars Rebels ends, not Clone Wars. Yeah, it's a lot of material. But you know, it's funny because like for me, I enjoy this lore, you know, but I've always tried to take my time to grasp all of it. Like I watch things when they dropped, and then I went to the next thing, you know, and then I went to the next thing, and then I would go back and maybe rewatch this or rewatch that. But like I try, just for me personally, I try not to fall behind on this stuff, because if I do, then I'm not going to watch any of it because it's going to be too overwhelming. And that's how I kind of got with 2 different Marvel TV shows where I was just like, okay, as the person that I am, I need to watch these. I just don't have the strength to do it right now, you know, for various reasons. But yeah, I'm super excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm just finally happy that we're able to get Deadpool and Wolverine together in a movie, and I'm happy that Hugh Jackman, you know, is finally back as Wolverine. Before, you know, we're supposed to get a new one, you know, because for those of you that don't know, Secret Wars is the idea is that the end of Secret Wars should pretty much be the revamp of the Marvel universe. We get new actors playing characters, you know, the same characters, and new teams, this and that. The X-Men and the Avengers live within the same universe and always have. So if you don't know anything about Secret Wars, I highly recommend you read the comics, do a little bit of research. You can also go on YouTube and look up different comic book readers. I call them comic book readers because they might not read the comics word for word, and that's for copyright purposes.
Right.
But they'll do like complete read-throughs of these stories. And so if you don't have the patience or the
stuff
time,
like that might be better.
Oh yeah, because sometimes I can't read a lot of these comics, so I'll go to, I think it's Comic Storian. He does a very good job of like just giving you a good breakdown of like what the story is.
That's the fucked up thing though, bro. Like it's easier for me to read books than it is for me to watch movies.
Oh shit.
That's the crazy thing. And I think once again it's because I'm using my hands.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You gotta turn the page, or you gotta scroll through stuff like that. So that's a legit thing, man.
Don't worry, G, maybe Daredevil's coming soon. Don't worry, and so is Punisher's coming back too. You know, the Daredevil.
Look, man, hey, Batman. The Batman was the best superhero movie to drop in the last decade, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was a great movie. Well, no, G maybe's hoping for Daredevil.
Oh no, I know. It's a lot of Marvel. It's a lot of Marvel. You know, flowers being given out tonight.
Hell yeah, because we talk about Marvel.
DC
when
bring back Batman, yo, fuck look, DC, just Batman specifically.
When Superman drops an official teaser trailer, you and I will be back here to have a discussion and breakdown of it. I guarantee you. But he's looking forward to Daredevil because of the Netflix series, and you know that version of the Daredevil was awesome, was amazing.
Now that I was familiar with right there. I did watch a bit of that.
That hallway fight scene in, I think it was the first season. Oh my god, such a great ass fight scene. But yes, Daredevil's coming soon. He's coming with Punisher, Jonathan Bernthal coming back. It's gonna be great. Oh, you want wait, hold on. Oh yeah. Imri says DC is butt movie wise. Not every movie. Not
Reese
every
is a
movie.
Hater, man. Like, yo, Reese just being here despite me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's such a hater.
I did not like
that movie was fire. Like,
I did not like Green Lantern production wise. I do not blame Ryan Reynolds for that movie absolutely whatsoever. He's an actor who was given the material he was given. But I enjoyed Batman v Superman. Man of Steel will be probably my favorite Superman movie of all time. Man. I'm sorry. Like, and I love Christopher Reeves, like, but Man of Steel is just, oh, I loved that depiction of Henry Cavill's Superman, unmatched. I don't care who you get. It's just an unmatched version. You know, the only thing I didn't enjoy about DC was the continuity of it all. Like, you need us to buy into the fact that all of this connects, but you're really not doing a great job at that, you know? But now here we are. Like, I don't want to tread on the past because now James Gunn is heading up DC. I'm super excited for that. The actor they have for Superman and that was it the Vanity Fair article or Variety or whatever it was, the picture of him wearing the suit and it looks a little like battle torn and whatnot. Like, absolutely freaking amazing. You know, I can't wait. But you know, I'm confident in James Gunn, but it's DC and Warner Brothers, and they do not have a good track record of working together to be able to make a cohesive universe. So I'm really hoping that James Gunn can be that bridge and then tell Warner Brothers, like, yo, you kind of have to back off or else this is never going to work. You know, like, you guys want to have our own universe, cool, I can do that for you, but you guys really got to back off on this. Like, so we'll see how much of that actually happens, you know. But it's gonna be exciting times because I've always wanted DC to come out with good content along with Marvel. You know, let's just have it's like Xbox and PlayStation. Let's just have it all. Let's have it all be good. Marie says, don't forget Flash, Black Adam, and Blue Beetle. Oh, stop it. G maybe says
those are all good movies. Like, those are all good movies.
Black Adam was not bad. I just wish that end credit scene when Superman came in actually led to something before they decided to make changes. Like, could you at least just given us like 30 minutes as like a special? I don't know. It's just a fight scene, nothing else. G maybe says, I would love to see Henry Cavill in a villain role. Yeah, me too. Mr. Sinister would fit him. Oh, I think he would be a great Mr. Sinister. That is a good call right there. What else? Punisher is coming back. Damn right, Talos. Legendary Yobi says, Dusty, tell him about Age of Ultron. The movie doesn't have anything on the comic arc. The comic arc is more deadlier. Oh my fucking god. You are correct, Legendary Yobi. So when you watch like the cinematic version of Age of Ultron, that is a very watered down version of what actually happened in the comics. To the point where even though I enjoyed the movie, I was still kind of like disappointed. They didn't need to do what they thought they should do. Like, it's not, all know I avoid that. But at the same time, I expected Ultron to be more scarier in Age of Ultron than he actually was. It just felt like he was dealing more with his own inner monologue than anything.
Right.
So, I don't know. Imri says they're not. I don't know what that means. They're not what? DC?
They're not good movies. He probably saying.
The DC movies.
Reese is really just. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Reese got to come on the pod, because he can interject a lot of these.
We need that.
Tried to tell him. I told him to come on today because it's easy to join through the Discord and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was kind of last minute and shit. I don't know if you know, Reese is a master barber out here.
Oh,
he
okay.
Done cut AZ. He done cut Meek Mill hair. He's from Philly.
Hey,
shout out Reese. He really a master barber, yo. Now I don't know what he was doing at them Diddy parties. He swear he was just there to cut hair. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't speak on that. But what I can speak on is from what I know, he's a great guy. You know what I'm saying, man? For sure. Shout out.
No Diddy, no doubt.
No Diddy, no doubt, man.
Well, I mean, if you are available next Wednesday, and Reese is available next Wednesday, or whenever the three of us can get together on a Wednesday, yeah, let's do it. I'd love to have him on the show.
Like I said, if anything, we gotta do some special shit for the showcase podcast, man.
Get him off the pod. Cut that.
Reese, I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to be slipping up telling people your business like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Reese nice. Hiding right now, man. Reese in Colombia playing Diablo with me right now on the run. Like him and Diddy.
Not on the run. You say he playing GeForce now on the freeway. This is the only way he can get on.
This is the only way. I love cloud. I love cloud gaming, man.
Oh my god. Well, Reese says he's down, so let's try to make it happen for next Wednesday. Reese, if you are not already, can you please follow me on Twitter, X, whatever, at the Dusty Uno or at GWave TV. Either one works for me. I'll probably follow you back with the other profile, depending on which one you follow. Because I post the show from the GWave TV Twitter, and then I obviously have my own personal Twitter, which I've had for years. That's why it is where it is. But anyway, yeah, man, hit me up and let's try to get it booked for next Wednesday, and we can talk a whole bunch of shit and whatnot. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight's episode. I mean, we got through State of Play, Black.
Hell of an episode, though, man.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. You made it a hell of an episode, sir.
No problem, man.
But before we head on out of here, as always, Mr. Next Gen Nero, Mr. Aim Down Sights, Mr. Clap Clap Clap. Please let everyone know on the stream, whether they're in the live or catching the replay, where they can find you.
Hey man, Next Gen Nero on all platforms. NEXTGENNERO, man, on everything. My gamer tag is J Marley TV. As soon as I get a spare $10, I'm gonna change that to Next Gen Nero. A lot of people be like, I looked you up, man, but I couldn't find you. Yeah, it's a alias, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, Next Gen Nero on Twitter, on X, man. Shout out Elon. On YouTube, you got a podcast every Saturday, Aim Down Sights podcast with the one and only Red Dead Panda, the legendary Retri. Like I said, on the Gamepass Daily channel, man, I do reviews. I'm about to have more like discussion type videos coming, if you know what I mean, Dusty. Like I want to discuss why I'm not leaving Xbox. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want to give a little deep dive. You feel what I'm saying? My reviews will still be on my channel, but the reviews will be dropping first on the Game Pass Daily channel. That's the closest to, we're so close to, being monetized and all that type of stuff. So we just got big plans, man. We really want to grow. the channel into something big, you know, something nice for the Xbox community. You gotta shout out Retry with the Game Pass Daily channel. I don't know if anybody's seen his latest video, but he do videos, you know, every month, every few weeks about, you know, what's coming to Game Pass, what's leaving. And yo, when I tell you the quality of them videos, bro, if the quality of those videos don't make you want to say, yo, fuck IGN, fuck Kotaku, I'm good getting my news from here. If podcasts like this podcast right here, if gamers like us is like, come on, bro, people got to put their faith in the real gamers, man, not these people that have agendas and you know, just secret agendas and stuff, man. I know that was kind of a long rant, but next gen narrow on everything.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. No, I'm right there with you, you know, and that's why I always let you run with it, because I appreciate your take and your mind and your humor and whatnot. You know, that's why you're here. So, but we hope to get you back here, like I said, next Wednesday, along with I am Reese, or I keep saying I am Reese, along with I'm Reese. The reason I keep saying I am Reese is because the dancer that I'm on Most Wanted crew. One of our friend crews is I am me crew, and so I'm just when I see I'm something, I just naturally say I am. I'm weird. Anyway, well, all of you can find me on Twitter, X, and YouTube, and all the good places at the Dusty Uno, as well on X at GWaveTV. I believe _ I could be wrong. And yeah, you can find me here every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, and hope to have more great guests back once again. Have Nero, have I am Reese join us. Maybe we can even get G maybe on the show if he's down. If anybody else wants to come through, like if Yobi wants to do something. I'm trying to get Silent Cypher back on the show. We need to get Retry back. I'm trying to get Red Dead Panda up in this mug. I need Epic Treasure on this show. That's for damn sure. Definitely. And I need Infinite Umbra back. I would love to get KS Sante on the show for the first time. I think that would be like a bucket list for me as far as this gaming podcasting goes. And and of course, you know, like I said, boom, gotta get Boom here. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Shout out to all the mods. Love you guys so much. And to everyone else in the chat, have a great night. Stay safe, stay dusty, and we'll see you guys next time.
Catch y'all in the next one.